Hi, and welcome to Moonbeam Connections. I'm Jackie Lee. Today on Seriously Universe, Explain Yourself, we're going to look at why did everything happen all at once. So if you feel like everything just happened at once, whether that's, losing a relationship and losing your job and losing a parent or, you know, um, losing your home and, uh, having to switch jobs or whatever it is. If you just feel like, wow, everything just came to me all at once, right? Like, even I had a flood recently, thanks to all the rain that we've had recently. So I had a bit of a flood in the basement, and I just thought, why? Why does this have to happen now when I'm in the middle of paying, the year-end school fees and starting to pay next year's school fees, and my kids' birthdays are all coming up here, and it's like, why? Why did this have to happen now? So if you just feel like, why is everything happening all at once? Why is just everything happening all at once? And it doesn't have to even have a negative connotation. It could have a positive connotation, like, why is, I have this job opportunity and I have this opportunity to get this house and I have this opportunity for this relationship. Why is it all just coming at once? Why can't I just focus on one thing at a time and get one thing under my belt and settled, and then we'll jump on to the next thing? So if you feel like everything's just coming at you at once, this message is for you. I do set the intention that these messages find those who need them when they need them. So this message did find you. It doesn't mean it is meant for you. However, it may only be a portion. So just take what resonates. Woo! Leave the rest behind. Because it may just be that part of the message was meant for you and not the entire thing. So let's just get our first card, or only card, I guess, and see what message Spirit has for us today about why is everything happening all at once, whether that be everything good happening or everything bad, or maybe some of it's good and some of it's bad. It's just everything all at once all the time. That tends to be my saying. I'm like, everything all at once all the time. Ooh, and we have the Five of Swords. So imagine that. So let's see. So the Five of Swords is about conflict and tension, betrayal. So it's like this person has had a lot of conflict in their life. They may have won it. They may be winning the battle. In this particular one, so in the Rider-Waite deck is actually a male standing there, and he's holding two swords, and the other swords are on the ground, and there's people walking away. So it's like he's been through the conflict and the battle, he's won it, but he's very tired. It's sort of, taken a lot out of him, and the battle's not over. It's just sort of like in this break mode. There's been this conflict and tension and problems. There's been, and it's sort of like settled at the moment, but it's not fully complete. So, but in this deck, it's almost like this person has been the one who's sort of lost. And we have this, what I would call a god behind there, that's holding one sword and has all the other swords kind of lined up. Like they've won the battle here. And this person is in despair. This person's sad. This person doesn't know where they're going to go. What am I going to do? They've sort of won. They have all the swords. And so you may be feeling this way, like, why is everything happening all at once and they have all the swords and I'm just left here with nothing? Or you may feel like you've gone through a lot of constant conflicts and tensions and battles, and it's just been one after the other, after the other, after the other, and they're still coming at you, and why do they keep coming? And just being in despair, kind of waiting for this person, because they're just sort of gearing up again, and they're going to come back and attack, and you don't have sort of any defenses. So that may be how you're feeling right now, just like everything's coming at me all at once, and I don't have any defenses, and I've been through this already. But we will get our board out, or my board out, and we will see what Spirit has to say about this today. So I'll put my card here, gotta find my pen. So we're asking, why did it happen all at once? And we've got the Five of Swords. So what does Spirit want to tell us about why it's happening all at once? I'll take a moment to get into my meditation mode and I'll start writing. It is coming at you all at once, because this is a major shift in your life, a revamping of your life. What feels like everything all at once is actually your realignment. You are moving towards your path, towards your purpose. We structure our lives in a certain way. Everything we do, everything we have, everything we work towards is all based on that structure. But it is time for a new structure, a new way of doing things, a new focus and balance within your life. Things come all at once because your life is restructuring in a way that puts you into your life's work, that leads you to your purpose. Don't feel stressed. Feel excited. See the opportunities opening up. Seize the opportunities coming towards you. Simplify things. Streamline things. Now is your chance to make adjustments for your highest good, for your well-being. It may feel like a lot. There may be a lot of adjustments, but You are capable. You are able to make these changes or adapt to the changes around you and use them to your advantage. Examine all aspects of your life and readjust things to provide you more peace and love. Then, when you look back, you will be grateful for the opportunity to make these changes. Love. So Spirit is saying that this is a major shift in your life. So that's why it feels like everything's just coming. Whoops, I just did that. Don't feel. I better write that down or I'll forget what it says. Don't feel stressed. Okay, so that's interesting. Don't feel stressed. So let's emphasize that. So that's what we were erasing. So don't feel the stress, right? Spirit's erasing that feeling of the stress. So this is a major shift within your life. And it's because things are being revamped. And the reason why it feels like it's everything all at once, it's because you are going through this realignment. And instead of looking at this as negative, like, oh, I got to go find a new job. Oh, I got to go find more housing. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. Look at this as an opportunity, right? Maybe you just lost that job and it sucks. But guess what? That gives you the opportunity to go to a job that doesn't suck, that you actually like, right? Or you know that you're about to get laid off soon, so you've only got like 6 months, and that gives you the opportunity to go and find something that's more aligned with you, find something that works better for your life, so you have more of a work-life balance. So really, what Spirit is saying here is that this is all just to the structure. So we structure our lives in a certain way, right? Like you have this certain thing of, okay, this is my whatever social class that I'm in. This is my group of friends that I'm in. This is my work life that I'm in. Like you have your life structured a certain way and you're always sort of working towards that structure, trying to keep that structure up, trying to keep that structure going. And Spirit is saying that, no, this is time for a new structure. This is time for a new alignment, a new way of being. And so it might be something like where you're going bankrupt on your house and you're going bankrupt. And why does this have to happen just as I'm, having to deal with this issue at work and just as my kids are going through this health crisis? Like, why is this all happening at once? And it's like, well, this is allowing you to restructure and realign. So if you're in a house that you're going bankrupt, because of, it could be because you bought way too much of a house and now you're realizing you're house poor, or it could even be something's happened, like a medical issue or something that's taking your time away from work and you're not making as much money and now you can't afford this house. But this is your opportunity to restructure. This is your opportunity to find housing that's cheaper, to simplify your life, to find that career that's actually fulfilling to you. Maybe you're making a ton of money, but this career over here isn't fulfilling and now you're about to lose it or you just lost it. And now you're able to go find this more fulfilling career. Maybe it makes less money, but as you're restructuring your entire life, now you don't need as much money because you're moving into the smaller house, because you're not going to buy those expensive vehicles, because you're not going to do this or you are going to do that, whatever it is. You're going to start growing your own vegetables and fruits, and so you're saving money that way. And so this is an opportunity for you to restructure your life so that it is more in line with peace and love. And although it may feel like although it may be a lot, and there may be a lot of these trials and tribulations to go through in order to realign and restructure your life, you should feel excited. See this as an opportunity opening up. Okay, I'm losing my job. I lost my job, but that means I have the opportunity now. Now I'm not kind of stuck here. You know, people just get stuck. They're afraid to leave because they're afraid of, you know, what if I don't like that job as much, or what if I don't make as much money, or, you know, whatever it is. And now that's been taken away from you. So you have all the freedom in the world to go out and explore, to be desperate even, right? Maybe it's that I'm just applying for anything that I'm qualified for because I just need a job right now. And what's going to end up happening? You're going to fall into a job that's perfect for you. That's just right in line with what you want. It wasn't what you ever thought about doing. It's not what you intended to do, but this is the job you have. This is the job you need to take today. And all of a sudden you see these opportunities, or you see this, fulfillment in it because you're helping people, or you're doing this, or you're doing that, and you love this job. Or maybe you won't actually love that next job, but that job is a stepping stone to get to the one. That's going to give you the skills to get to the one you love. That's going to give you the opportunity, because you hate this job so much and you're just willing to leave it at any second, that you'll be looking and you'll find when that next opportunity opens up. And this is your stepping stone to get to that next opportunity. So all this to say that Spirit is saying that this, you know, everything coming at you all at once is actually your opportunity to realign. And although you may be going through hardships and it's not always fun and it can be very stressful and there's this going on and this going on, and you're just trying to keep all your balls and all your plates and everything up in the air, and you're like, how am I going to get through this? Spirit says you can. Spirit says you will. And Spirit says, start looking at it as an opportunity to realign yourself into the peace and into the love, and let everything else go by the wayside, right? And try not to stress. I know that's hard, but try not to stress. Try and be excited that now I have the opportunity to find something that aligns more with what I want. Now I have the opportunity to align with a less stressful life, right? I'm not going to take that job where I'm, working shift work because that's really bad on my health. And now I have the opportunity to go and get this job where I'm working strictly days. Whatever it is, this is your opportunity. So start making these adjustments, all this stuff that's coming at you, all these things you're having to change and adjust. Start looking for the opportunities that are opening up for you. Even if they don't seem like an opportunity at the moment, they may very well be an opportunity later on, right? So open up your eyes and see these opportunities that are lined up for you. Don't sit there and stress, oh my gosh, all this is coming, all this is coming, all this is coming. No, we're going to open up our eyes and see, oh, look, I have this offer of these 5 swords. He's offering me, he has these 5 swords, and I can pick which one aligns with me, instead of just sitting over here with my old sword that I had that wasn't really aligning with me. Now I have this opportunity to pick the sword that actually aligns with me. I hope this message helped. I'm sending you peace, love, and happiness. Bye for now.